What's up, guys, gals, and Book Nook Pals? It's Puck the Bunny with another Book Nook unboxing. And today we're taking a look at Rolife's new Sunset Isle Book Nook. Now, don't be caught off guard by the state of this box. Unfortunately, in shipping, mine was the lucky one chosen by customs for inspection, and it seems as if they decided to not only take a look at the shipping packaging, but they opened the actual box itself. So hopefully it's not too bad inside, but we'll see where we are when we get there. So this is a nice seaside villa, a lot of lemon citrus themed I'm seeing in the front. Reminds me kind of like sea breeze. Obviously it's not the Greek Isle colors, but this is maybe more like Amalfi Coast type thing. I'm not sure, but it's got a really cozy feel to it, and I really like just looking at the picture on the outside, the depth of field. So let's dig into it and see what we got. So this is Sunset Isle by Rolife. Rolife. All right, guys, so let's see the damage. Hopefully it's not too bad. This is one of their two new sets that are coming out. There's the stationery store and this one. I have a hard enough time getting these sleeves off on a good day, let alone when customs agent gets their mitts on it and gnarls it all up. But let's see what we come up with. And well, it looks like they might have just squished it. They might not have actually opened it up, which is a good sign. I'm happy to see that. Now we'll keep it this way for you guys. I guess oh no, they definitely dug all through this. So that's unfortunate, guys, but hopefully, oh my god, they just messed this whole thing up. I see loose pieces. I see, oh my god. Thanks, customs. Holy moly, guys, look at this. This is a mess. So not Rolife's fault. Customs definitely got to this, ripped everything open. Let's hope we're not missing anything. So we'll sort our stuff. We have our sunset background on like a solid vinyl. That's pretty cool. I like that. Nice depth of like the clouds and stuff like that. We got two mirror panels here. We got some glue dots. We got some like thin like vinyl stuff. You know what? Let's go back and take a quick picture of that for you guys. Oop, messed it up. Sorry, guys, I'm all thrown off by this. Let's take a picture of that. Also, guys, don't sleep on these strips, okay? It's kind of hard to see. These glue strips. Even if you don't use all of these, don't throw them out. They're super useful. These glue strips, while they might not be the best for the things they suggest, they are awesome to use for attaching like windows or cardboard to flat wood panels. So we have our safety instructions. Don't electrocute yourself. This is our guide sheet, which shows you what the different like icons mean. This is why we make our sacrifice to the Book Nook gods, so stuff like this doesn't happen. Unfortunately, I guess I haven't, so we'll take our sandpaper and we'll toss it. This is something Rolife does that I actually really like. They have these pieces, which are pre-cut and colored pieces, and what's nice about this is they use these for pieces where the edges are going to feature prominently, and because of that, they pre-color the whole piece. They coat it in a color, and that way all your edges are already pre-painted. So I'm gonna see if I can get a picture of that for you guys so you can see. Here, all the pieces, all on the side are all pre-painted. Alright, so that's cool. Alright, we got a bunch of different little guys. Oh my god, look at this, guys. They just destroyed the crap out of this thing. I'm gonna get rid of the cover of the instruction manual. The rest of the manual seems to have mostly held up. Fortunately, they don't seem to have like a table of contents page which shows everything that's supposed to come in it. so I can't confirm if anything's missing. I won't be able to until I get to it. But we have our typical Rolife instruction manual, soft cover, featuring colored pieces, which are the focus of your step. Solid green means the unfinished side, as opposed to like this flowery. See if I can find one. As opposed to, that's the back, that's the back, that's the back. Well, if you see the green square but with like a flower symbol in it, that is the finished side of the piece. Like here, right here, that's the finished side of the piece. But, you know, pretty standard for a Rolife kit. Really hope I'm not missing things. Here's our electronics package. Okay, touch sensor, LEDs. Looks like Rolife has stepped away from their pre-wiring. A lot of people might like that because that means you don't have to worry about the wires being too tight. We got a little cat, we got a little urn, we got a cushion, we got some florist wire, we got a clear mug, we got little flowers, tiny little flowers right here. Tiny little flowers right here, and all over a little miniature flower pot, another big mug. Now, thankfully, guys, Rolife does this thing where they label their pieces. So this is K22 for some of them at least. But it looks like we got 2 pieces that have come off their sheets, unless they are their own individual sheets, and it just looks rough because of how it happened. We have some paper craft here for some leaves. I think I want to put that in with these so it doesn't get lost. So one thing about Rolife, guys, is they will use different materials in their kits. So if we take a look at, here, we have 3 primary styles that Rolife uses. 3 primary styles. Right, we have these thin wood ones, which are usually stained on both sides, solid color. With these, you want to be extra careful to use your hobby knife to score the connection points, therefore making significantly reducing the chances of having a blowout. We have our thinner normal style MDF pieces, mostly used for structure, and then their surface pieces, their outside pieces, are usually this thicker MDF with a laminated matte graphic piece on the outside, and I really like these. Ooh, how do we get zoomed in, guys? Sorry about that. I'm thrown off on this. They messed up my Book Nook, guys. I don't like it. Oh, all right, our first piece come out. All right, again, you have this. This is actually a 4th style, which is laminated on one. No, I'm sorry, printed on one side with color, and this is actually wood. It's not MDF. This is basswood. So it's really nice because they're using a mixture of different materials, and that gives you a really nice variation in depth, and it makes the 2D construction look a lot more realistic. I really like this here, this like retro style of like postcard. It's very like travel brochure-y. I really like that. This is a whole sheet of paper craft. Again, they love to layer their stuff, and I think that really comes out with a beautiful end product. Again, these thin pieces you really got to be careful about, but thankfully, like I said, they do label all of their things, and I'm seeing things missing, and I worry that I'm actually missing pieces, which is a bummer because I was actually really excited to try and build this guy. Alright, that's that. Oh, good. Okay. Nope, this sheet. Holy moly, guys. This sheet's just falling apart. So that goes in here. That goes in here. I do seem to be missing this piece, though, which... Oh, no. That's these two. Okay, beautiful. So that's everything there. You got to be careful, guys. On the plus side, they are trying to reduce the amount of connection points on these bigger pieces, so you don't have to do a lot of sanding. They try to make it a lot of... Why does this keep zooming in, guys? I'm sorry. All right, they're trying to make it user-friendly by doing that. On the downside, that means that there's not a lot holding these pieces in. You got a lot of pieces falling out. Alright, so these are all the E's, but again, thankfully they do a good job of labeling their pieces on the board, so you don't have to worry about that. That goes there. Alright. Another one of the outside pieces. Again, really cool, like travel brochure graphics. Sorry guys, this isn't the best unboxing, but you know, the kit being virtually destroyed by customs is kind of throwing it out. But yeah, I'm just afraid that I can't tell if I'm missing stuff. Was that? I think that was this. What do you think, guys? Do we think that this went here? I think it did. But guys, hopefully, if you get this, it doesn't go through customs and they don't destroy it. This unboxing does not do it justice. This kit is really beautiful looking. It's got a really cool aesthetic to it. It's still got a lot of the telltale DNA of Rolife in the way that they construct their kits. You know, like their use of different thickness pieces, their general style of graphics, the way they do their instructions. Unfortunately, this seaside aisle, sunset aisle, saw a bit of a storm in the form of the U.S. Customs Bureau. But all in all, it's a beautiful looking kit. Looking forward to building it, and I'm going to be really devastated when I find out 80% of the way through it that I'm missing a key component. But until then, this is Plunk the Bunny saying good looking, good nooking. Please don't forget to join us on the subreddit for all our different community events. In fact, we just finished one up with Rolife, where they gave away 45 Book Nooks and 3D puzzles, including 10 of their awesome functional typewriter models, which in and of itself was a $1,200 worth of prizes, and then 35 Book Nooks on top of that. So huge events coming. Like, subscribe, please put in the comments which Book Nooks you'd like to see me unbox next. Till then, it's Plunk the Bunny saying good looking, good looking.